What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome back to more Let's Play Destiny.
Buried on this ice fall.
There's a drill stage nearby. Clear the area and we'll begin excavation.
Okay, so today we are going to be beginning our first expedition, which is here on Europa. Now, you've noticed that I have switched to the Ark subclass for this episode. I am going to be breaking the rule that I was setting for myself, and I am going to be running Ark for the remainder of this season, just because it just makes way too much sense to be using Ark this season. I mean, the entire point of this season was to bolster Ark 3.0, but I promise I will switch back to Solar for Season of the Seraph. I promise. But anyways, let's talk about expeditions. So the way that these all start is you're always going to begin at a drill that's going to be digging up treasure. You need to take this treasure and you need to throw it into this little payload thingy over here. Now the thing is that as you go, you're going to be fighting off a lot of enemies, but on top of that, you're going to have certain high, extremely powerful enemies, champions in fact, that you're going to also be dealing with as you go. Of course, at one point, a jammer is going to stop the drill, and you need to put a stop to that as well by taking out the fallen around it and destroying that jammer. So we're going to head straight on over this way and deal with that. Now, I'm running with basically, and actually it's Cabal this time, which was not what I was expecting. Come on, there we go. Oh, I think we got them all. Yep. All right, so now we can shoot this jammer until it goes, and then back to the drill. Very, very simple. But, yeah, so really simple start, but these champions are going to show up every once in a while. Killing them will net you more of those treasures, so you can throw more of them into this and speed up the entire process. But really, it's quite easy to do because these treasures spawn very frequently. Then we're going to have to escort the payload all the way across to the other side of the map, and that is where we will make our final stand against the boss. But midway through the escort process, we're going to be stopped at one point, and we're going to have to throw more treasures into it to power it up. So Europa is, I believe, supposed to be the first of these expeditions anyway, so this is a good thing. The other two are located in the Cosmodrome and on Nessus, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't think there's a fourth, but I could be wrong. It's really easy to throw the treasures in there, too. Their homing properties are kind of insane, but just throw it in the general direction and you'll be good. Wow, don't blow my sparrow up, you jerk. That was rude. And as you go through this, more and more enemies are going to appear. Okay, there's a ruffian who has just spawned in. We're going to want to kill them. Where is the ruffian? I actually don't know. That is the champion, if I can remember correctly. There we go. Oh, I think they actually killed him already. He probably was up on the cliff there. Indeed, I believe he was, because he's all the way over there. I should probably talk about my new power weapon that I got a hold of, which is Queensbreaker's Bow. I actually got this from Xur. Now, this is it is a linear fusion rifle. It's a pretty weak linear fusion rifle, but the biggest thing about it is that it causes blinding, and that's really the reason to use it. I mean, it does decent damage. It holds a lot of rounds, which is probably my favorite thing about it. But aside from that, it's just a pretty standard linear, but it's very Fallen themed, so that's why I am actually going to be using it for a lot of this playthrough. Let's see if I can't get him. There we go. I mean, it's pretty good damage, so I'm not going to complain about it too much. Let's see. Oh, we got a saboteur here. Let's kill him. This is an overload. They don't have a bunch of treasures on them, but they need to be killed before this will go any further. And once we get to about 50, then this thing is going to stop, and we're going to have to fill it up again. And I'm going to hope, if I can move up ahead, that I can actually activate Scurvy here. So let's go up this way. And no, I don't think this is Scurvy's flag. I think this is... Yep, that's a different one. I think that's the sniper. No, actually, that's the skiff blades. The green one is the sniper, excuse me. The purple one is for Scurvy. It has to be the right color of flag, otherwise you're not activating them. Come on. Just keep taking them out. We're doing good. All right, we got these coming in, so let's take the treasures and throw them down there. It's a little bit harder, a little bit more out of the way this time around. There we go. I don't even think I have auto rifle loader on my gauntlets at the moment, so oops. So I'll just go rely on amplification a little bit more as we take everybody out here. Let's keep grabbing these things. I think they changed it so that ruffians will spawn earlier in the treasure collecting phase. They used to spawn really late to the point where oftentimes you could get through a treasure collecting phase without a ruffian even spawning. And the problem is that ruffians are integral to a couple of the achievements. So it was a very frustrating nightmare back when this came out because you would have people actively sabotaging the treasure collecting process just to get the ruffians to spawn. So thank goodness they actually changed that. Now, you notice on the bottom left it says the skiff blades retreat. They will, every crewmate that you spawn in will do that after a while. You just have to go back and spawn them again to make them reappear. There we go. Oh, there is more down there. I would very much like that so I can continue to use my linear fusion. And it doesn't matter what slug shotgun you use, they all hit like a frickin' truck, so have fun with them. There we go. Hey, that's what I like to see. No ruffian on this phase. You don't always get a ruffian on the second phase, which is probably for the best, but sometimes you do, and it's nice when that actually happens because it allows you to get through them faster. I think you were supposed to kill something like 50 ruffians over the course of the season, which is a little bit absurd, but also doable if you were very dedicated. Now, I'm going to stay on the treasure hall here if I can, so I can keep... Well, you know what? I don't think I'm going to land on it very easily. Ah! Get away from me. Let's get that chain damage together. All right, let's keep going. We're almost at the end here. And I am saving my super just for the boss, in case that wasn't immediately obvious. I think... Did they just drop more heavy? I don't think so. Let's take that. There we go. Not bad, not bad. This linear fusion is actually pretty awful, if we're going to be honest. A lot of people are not big fans of it. I love its design, but yeah, from a practicality standpoint, it is on the weak side, unfortunately. There we go. That, I believe, is the boss right there, now that we're at the end. Gunner Privateer, and it is a giant cabal. Wow, that was actually really, really easy. Goodness me. There's still a few more spawning in, I think. Yes. Hold on, where are you at? Is it just a dog? Oh, no, it's a big guy, cutthroat. I did blind him at the very least. Come on, keep taking him out. Oh, man, I just can't land my shots. I am awful. Good thing my teammates are doing all the work for me. Who's left? You? Okay, that was it. And this right here would have allowed me to actually bring in Scurvy, as you can see right there. Thanks! Too bad it's already over, and now we're going to open this with the skeleton key, and then we need to dig up some treasure.
If you're looking to invest your new wealth, I have several profitable ventures lined up.
I'm sorry, but I must interject. This loot is earmarked for the Elixir Quarter. Those improvements will be to your benefit since you're now a resident there. Is it not so?
I love Ido. She's such a great character. Okay, so we're going to want to claim that challenge now that we've done that, and that will put an end to this section of the quest. Now we need to complete Pirate Hideout Valarg the Brute. Okay, we're going to just jump right on into that. I am not going to waste any time here. You're probably wondering, why am I not doing another activity in this episode? That's because these pirate hideouts are stupidly short. Let's just put it that way. Almost to an insulting degree. They are like 3-4 minutes, maybe 5 tops, as long as you play your cards right. So we're just going to jump right on in. There's 8 of these pirate hideouts anyway, so I wouldn't really worry about it too much. But I don't think you can repeat these pirate hideouts once you do them. You just jump in, get it done, and then you never do it again.
This pirate lord is named Valor. He's a Cabal defector, but from which side, I couldn't tell you. This is a dangerous undertaking. These lands are frequented by many unsavory types. Speaking of, Valor has a reputation for heavy-handed brutality. I say you show her a little brutality of your own.
I don't think that'll be too hard to do. All right, let's start by blowing that up so we can take out a bunch of these Kabbalah and Fallen here. And I'm going to try to be a little bit more proactive about differentiating the Fallen from the Elixni, because the Fallen are the bad guys, the Elixni are the good guys. In all honesty, Fallen is technically like a slur, so that's why I'm trying not to ever use it for our Elixni Quarter friends, because they don't deserve that stuff, but we call them the Fallen because they're our enemies, right? I mean, that's horribly racist. No, but that's what they are. I mean, by definition, they are the ones who have fallen away from the light. The ones who are still sided with the light are, by definition, not fallen. So it only makes sense. All right, let's take these big guys out. If I can just... excuse me, you can't do that. Whoa, that almost killed me. Okay, that was a lot of damage. There is a lot of these guys. I'm going to go behind that really quickly. Break that, thank you. Little extra stasis damage. Hold on. I've almost got you. There you are. Get out of here, door guard. All right, and I believe we just have to break down the door and we're good here. Little Dreg, what are you doing? Come here. What the? Okay, melee. Let's just no reg. Dumb thing. All right, and then just throw it at the door. Here we go. Hi, everybody. Oh, we got Scorpiuses. Okay, and they are orange bars, which means that they are actually pretty beefy. So we got to be careful of those. We're almost through. Keep taking them out. Do your little baby strafes to avoid the Scorpius turrets. They are the most destructive thing here. I think that burn pretty much wiped out everything else. And we're almost up and around.
It's not just the light. The pride is on the line. The headless crew is a worthless one. Remove her from the board.
Can do. All right, let's take all these guys out. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm just going to start chaining those together. Let's keep moving. I'm going to grab a little bit more in the way of heavy here. Hey, I'll take full. Why not? And then I have my super for this next one. There we go. Take that. Almost gone. She is definitely going to retreat again. Let's keep following. Perfect. All the way to the back. All the way to the back. Come here, you. Wait till that shield drops. There it is. Please. Die. Almost. Gosh dang it. Here, have that grenade. That should do it. Beautiful. All right, you can all leave now. Every single one of you is allowed to leave. No, seriously. You need to go. Here. I'll kill you first. Let's kill your little Dreg buddies back here. Use that explosion to my advantage. Why not? Hold on. Come over me. Ah, I was really hoping to... Why did that not take down your shield? Get out of here. That was a direct shot, too. There we go. That is the Pirate Hideout. Like I said, super simple. And some of them are even shorter than that.
Antiquities indeed. So this is where the trail leads. Well then, we best keep these relics out of Aramis's hands. Don't you agree? This would make a wonderful addition to my collection, whatever it is. But I imagine you'll hand it over to Mishrax and that nosy daughter of his for the good of the Elixni. Fine. Valard won't be the only one looking for a relic like this. Let's hunt them down before Aramis does.
And we will indeed do that, but we are going to stop it here, guys. That's going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Destiny. Thank you all so very much for watching. Next episode, we will hopefully find out what this relic actually is. We're going to talk to Ido and talk to Mithrax and see what they have to say about all this before we jump into the next set of quests. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one.